Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Well, it seems like we have a little problem here that resembles the communist times when you couldn't leave the country. The government did not allow you to travel, especially in the Western Europe. You couldn't just go. You couldn't. First, you didn't have the passport on your possession. The government, the police had your passport, not you. Not like here. You can have a passport at home and you can just hop on a plane and go wherever you want, almost. But over there, it wasn't like that. You didn't have a passport to start with. You could make one only if the government allowed you to have one. And if you have a passport, you couldn't just hop on a plane and go or take a car and get out. No, it was not that easy, my friends. Especially in the Western Europe or in the Western countries, you couldn't. You could go in Hungary, in Czechoslovakia, Bulgaria, Soviet Union, Poland, this kind of countries, you can go over there. Not Yugoslavia, no. Why? Because the government did not want you to leave and bring back bad ideas. No, they were afraid you would just remain there. You would not return. That was the whole thing. Because once you went overseas and you see what the capitalist countries had, you wouldn't want to come back. Well, obviously you didn't understand much. You just see the shiny objects in the stores and say, oh my God, look at these guys. You don't know how hard they work and how much they have to save and how much taxes they pay. You don't know that. When you go and you do it, then you realize, wait a second, it was not kind of the way we were told it is, or we thought it is by just looking at it, movies and so on. So what's going on right now? We have Ukraine, who it seems like wants its citizens back. And I think is going to force countries where they accepted Ukrainian refugees, they will force those countries to send them back. Let me show you. And that sounds to me like they want tax revenue. Here it is, Russia Today, September 29th, 2023. Ukrainians are not refugees, Kiev. People fleeing the country should not be subjected to integration programs, the head of its migration service says. So don't try to assimilate them. It's temporary. They're coming back to work for us. Okay? We need them. We need the number. Yeah, these guys are dying right now, but we're going to import some from other continents and they will take care of our and they will have Ukrainians. Shit. It's funny if it's not serious. But anyway, Ukrainians who had fled to Western countries amid the conflict with Russia shouldn't be viewed as refugees, according to Natalia Naumenko, the head of Ukraine's state migration service. The Ukrainian authorities, and I'm quoting, don't consider them refugees. We consider them people. Oh, thank you very much. Who were forced to leave Ukraine, she said on Thursday. What if they decide, I don't want to come back? Are you going to force them? I bet your ass they will. Your ass, not my ass. Fortunately, my colleagues from migration services of other countries also support me when I ask them not to consider our citizens refugees and not to create programs for their integration in the host country. Naumenko added. It's true. They want the people back. Those guys don't want to keep them unless they keep the men and women able to work. No children and everything like that. Those are for them liabilities because you have to pay for a child. It's not cheap to raise a child, I tell you that. She claimed that the United Nations figures, which suggest that some 8 million Ukrainians have left the country since fighting began between Moscow and Kiev in February 2022, were a bit exaggerated. They said 10 million. They said, the Russians, I just made a video a minute ago, the Russians claim that more than 5.2 million Ukrainians crossed into Russia. The number was from January 2023. So, Ukrainian NGO. All right. The Center of Economic Strategy estimated earlier this month that between 1.3 million and 3.3 million Ukrainian refugees may not return to their home country after the end of the conflict. Guarantee you that. Why? Because they want to see the lights and the beautiful perception of a wealthier life here, which it is. is wealthier, and I think it's an easier society. You don't need too many rules to follow in order to have a decent life. Now, you eat food, something that looks like food, tastes like food, and sometimes smells like food, but that's a different story. And then you get all kind of things and pop-up pills to solve the whatever. You understand what I'm saying? Yes, I am pretty sure you understand what I'm saying. So yeah, from that point of view, that's fantastic. Work hard, save money, don't spend on garbage. That's all you need to do. And don't have a lot of kids. And not kids out of the wedlock. Right? Out of wedlock. So most Ukrainian refugees, the non-return Ukrainians will significantly impact the Ukrainian economy. I told you, I didn't read the article. Money, 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 they need revenue. Which could lose between 2.7% and 6.9% of GDP annually, it warned. The non-return Ukrainians, and they said what? 1.3, between 1.3 and 3.3. I think it's going to be 90% of them will not return. 90%. But anyway, most Ukrainian refugees are women and children, as men aged between 18 and 60 are barred from leaving the country due to the mobilization announced by the Ukrainian authorities after the launch of Russia's military operation. Yes, and Zelensky asked, I think it was him, asked Western countries to extradite whomever got away from being taken, mobilized, and thrown into fight, or being in the country, because I think they couldn't leave. A demographer at the Kiev-based Institute of Demographic Studies, Alexander Gladun, told the Wall Street Journal earlier this week that it wasn't clear whether, and I'm quoting, the women will come back, no they won't, or the men will go and join their wives abroad. I almost guarantee you that. What do you think Ukraine will look like? Before, let's say 2 years before, no, 1 year or 2 years, 1 year I think it was before this garbage started in Ukraine, the GDP per capita in Ukraine was about $2,500 or $2,800, and then when the war started, whatever, it was $4,200 per year. So why would you stay there? What would you do there? Work for on average, let's say, and that's not average, but it's per GDP for that amount. You can go over here and you work in construction and you make 50 times more, or maybe more than that. What are you talking about? And I'm just going, like a lot of people do, go and become a truck driver. Do that for a few years. You're going to save a lot of money. Or work in the restaurant business, meaning washing dishes. Save money, don't spend, don't smoke, don't drink. You can, but don't, because then, bloop, and you got a lot of them, and then you're screwed. From the economic perspective. All right. Low birth rates, aggravated by the ongoing fighting, could see Ukraine's population dip below 30 million from 39, within the next 2 decades, having reached around 43 million in 2021. Oh, 43. I thought it was 39 the last time I checked. He said, the UN has established that around 5.8 million Ukrainian refugees have been recorded in Europe, with Poland and Germany accepting the highest number. Citing security sources, TASS reported earlier this year that Russia has taken in more than 5.2 million Ukrainian citizens fleeing the fighting, including some 730,000 children. Oh no, they abducted them. Okay. Now, German paper Die Welt, The World, reported earlier this month that the integration of Ukrainians into the German labor market has been sluggish compared to Poland and some other European nations. Out of over 1 million Ukrainian refugees in the country, only 20% currently have jobs, according to the outlet. Yes, and I urge you to go around and see how much money refugees receive. I saw some statistics, you feel like throwing up. But if you don't give them a right to work, but I think they give them the right to work and money from people that were never asked. Good job, good job. And then some import some more labor, and they will and they will give you how do you call it, wealth. Yeah, I heard that too. Even Romania said they need some foreign, I was about to say foreign fighters. No, foreign, no, definitely not. Foreign labor because they have a shortage. Oh, you're working too hard over there? You didn't give me that impression. And what exactly do you do? What kind of services? What do you create? Made in Romania? Last time I checked, no, no, no. I would like United States of America, a service, post-industrial service-based economy. You gotta be kidding me. European Union lends you the money, the government pays the and you get stuff from outside. That's why it works. And you have the money from where? The biggest employer is the state in Romania, as in many other countries. But anyway, good. But we're capitalist countries somehow. All right, my friends. All right, this is it. So, no, you got to come back. You got to come back. We're losing money. We got to tax the shit out of you. Even though it's going to be children with mommies. And the daddies, whomever, we're going to bring the daddies in. As I said at the beginning of this, they're going to take care of you. Thank you. You think I'm kidding? Like Biden, I'm like Biden. You think I'm kidding? Yeah, you think I'm kidding? You'll see, my friends, you'll see. The first article I will see, I will make it right here and say, see, they are coming. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. Be just.